So I'm just going to take you through this table. So this table, much like the rest of the worksheet that you're working on at the moment, will be directly useful towards task 1 of your first assignment for this unit. Now, the headings here, I'm just going to go through them quickly. Some of them are very straightforward, so you should be very easily able to look up things like the distance from each planet from the sun. So you've got your planets down the table here. And it should be very straightforward to look up things like the distance from the sun in kilometres. You'll find that probably a lot of these will be in billions of kilometres, so copy your numbers down carefully and make sure that you're including billion if that is what the measurement is. Diameter, as a reminder, that is the distance right across a sphere, like that. So you're looking at the diameter in kilometres of your planets. Obviously your first 4 should be quite small compared to the last 4. Time for 1 revolution around the sun in days, so that would be the planet's year. So for example, for Earth that would be 365 days. Gravitational field strength, this is the force pulling on things at the surface of the planet. We feel it or measure it as weight. So for example, on Earth, the gravitational field strength is 10 newtons per kilogram. So that is a measure of kind of what we experience as weight, and it will be different on different planets. So looking at these numbers, you might be able to identify planets where you would weigh relatively more or less on that planet. Finally, composition. Composition just means what the planet is composed of or made of. So under composition, I'd like you to make a note of whether the planet is rocky or gaseous. And then if it is rocky, try and find a bit of a breakdown. You don't have to go into a lot of detail, but maybe try and find a bit of a breakdown in terms of what solid materials that planet is made of. You might note, for example, that if it has an iron core or that kind of thing, and you might just note the materials. For your gas giants, you would do the same thing. You would maybe note that it's a gas giant or a gaseous planet, and then you would just seek out some information breaking down what the composition of that is, what gases are present in each of those. Alright guys, I hope that helps you with this, and as I said, this table will be directly useful for your assignment.